welcome to Ruby's Ask Me Anything office hours. My name is Dan Merrick, Director of Culinary and Plant-Based Culinary. We're here to answer all your questions that you submit each week. It's a pretty easy process. All you have to do is go to the Add Question Here box on the right-hand side of your screen, type in your question, hit the Add button, and it will pop up on your screen, and our moderators will go through it to make sure that it fits our standards, and then it'll pop up on the right hand side of the screen. It looks like today we only have one question, so if you have any burning questions about culinary, feel free to add it before we end today, and we'll get to it right away. Our first question is actually from Scott. And Scott's question is: many times you see recipes that say season to taste. How do you get to the point to know if it is as easy as a little salt or more like I need nutmeg or X, like something else? So, part of this is being a little bit familiar with the recipe. Um, so when a recipe does say season to taste, they're usually saying just a little bit more salt or a little bit of black pepper or something like that. But it really is to each person's palate a little bit. Different people have different taste buds and different flavor profiles that they pick up using their taste buds. If you know somebody that's like on a very healthy diet that doesn't eat salt at all, and you have something that's high salt, it's going to be inedible to them because there's too much salt in it. But if you have somebody that literally sits down to a plate and every time they sit down, they immediately add salt to the dish, even before tasting it, something might always need more salt to it at the same time. So, season to taste is usually kind of one of those workarounds that authors of recipes will do to be able to have you really season it to be able to make sure that it fits the flavor profile that you're looking for. It might be something like nutmeg or something else as well too. So if you're looking for like, I don't know, say like thyme in a soup or something like that, you might want to add a little bit more of something to be able to give it a bigger pop of flavor. This typically is done better with fresh vegetables or fresh seasonings than dry because the dry ones take a little bit longer to be able to season, but salt and pepper being the exception to that usually. Right. So if you're adding something like a dry thyme to a soup, it's going to take a little bit for that thyme to absorb into the soup to be able to make it really seasoned to taste. But by and large, when people are saying the words seasoned to taste, they're meaning just add a little bit of salt or a little bit of black pepper to be able to make it to your liking. So, I hope that helps. Hope that helps, Scott. If you have any other questions, feel free to throw them in now. It looks like we've already come to the end of our questions, which is pretty darn quick. But make sure to join us next time and reach out to us anytime if you have those questions. We will start loading them up and answer them next time. You guys have a great day.